Alrighty, guys, welcome. It's your host, ID Jester. Thanks for coming out tonight for the live stream. We got game number 17 of the season between the Kansas City Royals and the Boston Red Sox. This is game number 2 of their 3-game series. This game took place. That's a good question. When did it actually take place? Well, let's take a look, shall we? Why not? This is this is a game from Saturday, April 22nd. Saturday, April 22nd. Right now, our current Kansas City Royals are 9-7. Boston Red Sox are 1-3 against us. Obviously, we don't play all the Red Sox games. So, lineups today, if you don't mind, let's do that. Kansas City has Jim Eisenreich leading off the game here. Kevin Stutzer, third base. George Brett at first. Danny Tartenbull in right. Pat Tabler at DH. Bo Jackson in left. Mike McFarland catching. Brad Wellman at second. Kurt Stillwell, the shortstop. Pitching today for Kansas City will be Mark Gruboza. Mike Gruboza. Pitching for Boston's lineup is Wade Boggs at third, Marty Barrett at second, Ellis Burks center fielder, Mike Greenwell in left, Jim Rice at DH, Dwight Evans in right field, Nick Esoski at first, Rich Gedman is catching, Jody Reed is the shortstop, and pitching today for Boston will be Mike Broderick. Mike Broderick has not faced us because he does not have any stats. There you can see his actual season stats though. 4.00 ERA and 15-11 in 1989. So let's get things underway here between Boston, the Red Sox, at home. Fenway Park is 0 on Ks, plus 3 on walks, and nothing on home runs. So Mike Broderick will face off against Jim Eisenreich, lefty right-handed pitcher, left-handed batter, and away we go. 4-2, and no walk, just barely. 62 is going to be ground ball back to Broderick. Knocks it down, picks it up, throws it to Esoski, one away. Kevin Steitzer, third baseman, 263 average, 2-4. That's going to be a blank off of Broderick. Kevin Steitzer, 65, and that's going to be a fly ball out to Evans in right field, two-way. George Brett steps in, 221 average, 41, and he had 2 walks in yesterday's game. This time, didn't get that lucky. And he's got a 5-4, and that's going to be a 1-2-3 inning as he grounds it to Barrett over to Esoski, and that's going to end the top of the first. So we'll go to the bottom of the first. Mark Gruboza is 1-2, 3.86 ERA. Pitched 23 innings for us already, 27 hits, 20 strikeouts, 9 walks. 1-2 average does not bode well. He'll be facing off against Wade Boggs, who's batting 150 against Kansas City this season. 3-6, and that's going to be a blank to start things off here. The left-handed Wade Boggs, and he's going to have a ground ball hit to Stillwell. Stillwell scoops it up, throws it to Brett, one away. Marty Barrett, second baseman, batting 158 against Kansas City. 2-3, and that's going to be a walk. So Marty Barrett's on with the one-out walk. Ellis Burks, 316 average, 4-3, and that is no wild pitch or pass ball as the 19 is rolled. So just a foul ball. 2-6, that's a blank. And a 42, that's going to be a liner. And diving for it is going to be Stillwell. Makes the play. Cannot throw the runner out at first. Doesn't even bother. So 2 away for Mike Greenwell. Batting 250. 6-2, and he's going to walk. So runners at first and second for Jim Rice, the DH today. And no hit by pitch. 2-3, and that's going to be a pop-up. Wellman to his left, calls off Brett and makes the catch. And after one complete, still no runs, no hits, no errors. Going into the second inning, still 0-0. Danny Tartanbull batting fourth today. And a 5-2 error on the throw possibility. That's a 1-3. That's going to be hit to left field. Greenwell makes the play. No throw necessary. Pat Tabler, the DH, 1-5, and he's going to strike out. So two-away here for Bo Jackson, the left fielder, batting 286. And no strikeout as the 20 comes up. The only number that would not allow him to strike out. Let's see if he can take advantage of it. Instead, he hits a ground ball hit to Reed in another 1-2-3 inning. Dwight Evans, 250. We got a range play at the ballpark here. And a 2-3. That's a single into center field unless Eisenreich can take it away. He failed his test as it just barely out of his reach. And it's going to be a double as Eisenreich cannot get it in time to get it back in. And a leadoff double by Evans brings up Nick Asaski, first baseman, 6'2", and going to walk him. It's a little bit of trouble here in the bottom of the second already. Mark Grabaza needs to settle down and get some outs here. 6-6, and almost walked another one there. Cannot find a strike. And fly ball to center field. No advancement to third by Evans. One away for Jody Reed. Batting .538 against Kansas City. And he is going to line a single past the pitcher. And coming around to score is going to be Dwight Evans. So runners at first and second. One run in here for Wade Boggs. One out. 4-4. Wade Boggs waits, and 3-4. That's going to be a ground ball. Will the defense try for the force at third? Try for the double play third to first. Let's try for the Let's see. So it's a 2 towards the line. If double play or force, it would go 5-3. Okay. Yeah. If you don't get the double play, do you get anybody out? Well, I'm going to say no. Runner at first and second. So it looks like he's forced out, advance, and fielder's choice. So it looks like it's kind of a dumb question. Are you going to take the auto out at third or go for the double play when you still get the runner out at third? So I don't know. Maybe there's something I missed there. Anyway, still runners at first and second for Marty Barrett, two-way. 52 error possibility. And a 34, that's going to be to right field. Tartanbull, no errors. He makes a good defensive play, but one run on 2 hits, no errors, and Boston strikes first at the bottom of the second. Mike McFarland, the catcher, 214 on the season. And he's got a home run check. So 1-10, and this one is going to be a tied ball game. Mike McFarland gets a hold of one. It's headed up into the rafters and gone. Mike McFarland ties the ball game up. And we got us a 1-1 ball game here in the top of the third. Brad Wellman, 41, and he's going to walk. So a little bit of rockiness here for Mike Broderick. And Kurt Stillwell is up. They want to put on the sacrifice, huh? With nobody out. All right, we'll do it. See what comes of it. 4-6. And it's the successful sacrifice bunt. So gets the runner over to second, bringing up Jim Eisenreich. 0 for 1 on the day. 222 average. 55, and that is not a wild pitch. Close. 1-6, a range play here. Get to test Boston's range. This is the pitcher. Broderick has some decent range of 4 there, and fails it as he cannot reach it. It dribbles through the grass. Broderick takes a bad angle to it, and getting on with the error is going to be Jim Eisenreich. Runners at the corners, 1 away. Kevin Steitzer, 259 average. And we have a ballpark check. Fenway Park, 5-4, and that's going to be a single into center field. And advancing to third on the play is Jim Eisenreich, and Kansas City takes a 2-1 lead. So runners on the corners for George Brett. 2 runs across here in the top of the third. And a 2-1. George Brett waits. Here comes the pitch for 5. That's a ground ball. Is the base runner going to score? Is the base runner going to try and score? Yes. He's a 6 runner. So yes. Will the defense try for the out at home or try for the double play? Well, they have a 1 in 6 chance of getting the runner out. They have a better chance of getting the ground ball double play. So will the defense try for the out at home? No. And they get the 1. They get the big double play. Wow. Lucky them. And that's going to go Steitzer out at second, George Brett out at first as he hits into the ground ball double play. But 2 runs on 3 hits, and Kansas City takes a 2-1 lead here going into the bottom of the third. Ellis Burks 0 for 1 today, batting at even 300. 3-5, and no strikeout, just barely. And he's going to have a single past Wellman. So, man aboard here for Mike Greenwell. 2-6. Mike Greenwell. 6-3. That's going to be a ground ball hit to Wellman. Wellman picks it up. And forced out. Fielder's choice. Run out at second. Getting to first in time. Keeping out of the double play, Mike Greenwell. So, 1 away for Jim Rice. 36 and a 56. That's going to be a ground ball hit to Wellman again. And once again, forced out as second is Greenwell, and hustling down the line Jim Rice to keep out of the double play. So 2-way for Dwight Evans. Double is first time up. 4-5, and we have a Fenway chart here for Dwight Evans. 6-2. And he's going to get a double. And Jim Rice is going to come all the way around from first to score. We got us a tie ball game in the bottom of the third inning. And Al, Red Sox fan, shows up just in time to watch Dwight Evans tie this ball game up. 2-2, bottom of 3, 2 away here. Dwight Evans on second base. Nick Osaski, 2-2. And 34, that's going to be a single past Stillwell. And coming around to score, Dwight Evans. So Boston takes the lead back 3-2 as Nick Osaski with the single. Rich Gedman, 0 for 1. Let's go Red Sox, says Al, Red Sox fan. Surprise, surprise there. As the Red Sox score 2 runs here to take a 3-2 lead. So 2 runs have 3 hits and no errors. Going into the top of the fourth, we have a Back and forth game. Red Sox took a 1-0 lead in the first. Kansas City took a 2-1 lead in the second. And now Boston ties it up in the fourth. So back and forth affair here. Danny Tartanbull versus Mike Broderick. Tartanbull's 0 for 1 on the day, and he's going to strike out. Pat Tabler, 0 for 1 with a strikeout, and that's nothing. And a 24. That's going to be a single in the center field for Tabler. That brings up Bo Jackson, 0 for 1 on the day. 4-4. That's a home run check. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Bo Jackson just steps up and says, I'll take care of this. You just stay out of my way, because here we go. Going over the big monster. Gone. And just like that, Kansas City takes a 4-3 lead back. Bo Jackson gets the high five at home plate. Mike McFarland steps in, 1 for 1 with a home run on the day. 4-6, and he's going to walk. He's going to walk here. Broderick's run into trouble here in the top of the fourth. Brad Wellman, 2-3, and against the righty, that's going to be ground ball. And forced out at second. And hustling down the line is Wellman, not wanting to make that third out of the inning. Kurt Stillwell, 0 for 0. Mike Broderick, 5-6, and he's going to strike him out. But the damage has been done. 2 runs on 2 hits as Bo Jackson goes deep today. Bo knows home run, as Al Red Sox fan says, with an unsmiley face. So Kansas City, we just talked about this at the bottom of the third inning. How it's been a seesaw affair. One team jumps out in front. The other team takes the lead back. So Boston took the lead. Then Kansas City took it back. Then Boston took the lead back. Now Kansas City's taking the lead back. So quite a seesaw affair going on here in Fenway Park. Jody Reed here in the bottom of the fourth inning. 3-2 and no strikeouts. 5-5. That's going to be a single to right field for Wade Boggs. And Wade Boggs, no strikeout. And 41. That's going to be a fly ball to Eisenreich for the out. Marty Barrett, 0 for 1 with a walk. Another error chance here. 3-3. That's going to be to Jackson. And, it was on a throw. That's right. It was error on a throw, but Jackson caught it, so no throw necessary. We do have a pickoff attempt here, trying to pick off Jody Reed at first. Oh, it's a 4. Just missed a pickoff error as George Brett barely is able to hold that one on the wide throw by the pitcher. So runner at first for Ellis Burks. And no strikeout. 1-3, and that's going to be a ground ball. Hit to Wellman. Wellman scoops, throws to Brett. That's going to end the fourth inning. After 4 complete here at Fenway Park. 4 for the Royals, 3 for the Red Sox. A great batting and exciting game so far. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this. Jim Eisenreich in center field. And he is going to be a lefty, so nothing. And instead he's going to fly out to Burks. 1 away for Kevin Steitzer. And he's going to strike out. And that brings up George Brett. And he's got a 6 and a 5. And George Brett walks. That brings up Danny Tartanbull, 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout. 4-3. And we got a range play at the ballpark. So Fenway Park again. Let's see what happens on the Fenway. 1-4. We got us a rare play. Let's see what just happened. It's a slow roller to the third baseman who possibly bobbles it and possibly throws wild. No error on Wade Boggs as he actually makes a good defensive play, doesn't bobble it, and makes an accurate throw. So double error check on Wade Boggs. He passed both of them and gets Boston out of the inning. So good job there by Wade Boggs, third baseman for Boston. So going to the bottom of fifth, Mike Greenwell's up. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. And he's going to fly out to Tartanbull out in right field. Jim Rice 0 for 2 on the day, but he does score a run. 5-3. And a 1-5 ground ball hit to Wellman. Wellman with the scoop. Here's the man of the hour for Boston. 2 for 2. 2 doubles on the day. 2 runs and an RBI for Dwight Evans. Killing Kansas City pitching this year. 333 average. They're going to pitch to him. They got no choice. 3-4. And this time, nope, no strikeout again. And a 55. This time they get lucky, and Stillwell makes a good defensive play, and we're through 5 innings onto the top of the 6th. Let's go Dewey, says Al, Red Sox fan. So top of 6, 4-3 Kansas City as both pitchers in the 5th and 6th inning settled down. Pat Tabler, 5-4, and no strikeout. And a 1-3, that's a fly ball to Evans, 1 away. Here is Mr. Bo Jackson, 1 for 2 today with the home run. 2-run shot in the 4th inning. 2-4, we get to roll on his card. Let's see what Bo does. This time it's another deep fly, but caught by Burks in center field. Oops. Yep, that's right. Mike McFarland, 1 for 1 with the home run, a walk, an RBI, and a run scored. 6-4. Uh-oh. We got another Fenway check here. We go. 4-4, and that's going to be a 9. That's going to be a double from Mike McFarland. 2-out double. As that falls in off the wall, Burks hustles over to get it and keeps McFarland to a double. Brad Wellman, 0 for 1 with a walk. And this will probably be close to it for Broderick. If he can get through this inning, he does. Gets him through it. So 1 hit, no runs, no errors. We're into the bottom of the 6th. Nick Ossowski, 1 for 1 with a walk. And no strikeout. 4 and a 6 is going to be a single by Nick Ossowski. So down a run, runner on, nobody out for Rich Gedman. 1-4. Uh-oh, we got a Fenway check here. Fenway check. 2-3. That's going to be into center field. Single to center. Ossowski's going to second. Ossowski to third on the single. So runners at the corners, no one out. Bottom of 6. Jody Reed, 2 for 2 on the day. They're going to let him pitch to Jody Reed. 2-6. Come on, we need a big out here. 5-2, and that's not a big out. 11, that is going to be a double. And 1 lead runner advances if roll is less than or equal to the trailing runner's base runner. So Rich Gedman scores all the way from first. And stopping at second there, basing clearing doubles as once again Boston goes back out in front in the bottom of the 6th inning. Big hit there by Jody Reed. That brings up Wade Boggs 0 for 2 on the day, but Mark Grabaza's day is long done here as Jerry Gleaton is going to come back in. Jerry Gleaton is coming in to face off against Wade Boggs. 51, and that's going to be a single, and scoring from second off of Wade Boggs' hit is going to be Jody Reed, and Boston takes a 2-run lead. So first time in the game that either team has had more than a 1-run lead. Boston here in the bottom of the 6th inning, and things are coming apart for Kansas City quickly. Marty Barrett 0 for 2. 6-1, and another single, back-to-back singles. Ugh. And Jerry Gleaton's day is done. That's enough of that nonsense. Bringing in Steve Crawford here. Steve Crawford comes in to face off against Ellis Burks. 4-1. Oh no, range play at the ballpark, and it just keeps going downhill. 2-2. That's going to be into left field. And that is going to be a fail by Bo Jackson. He cannot make it. And runner trying to advance home, or to second on the throw home. Let's see. How's this? All runners advance 2 bases. Marty Barrett to second. Marty Barrett to third. And batter thrown out at second. Roll is 6, batter thrown out at second. Okay, so batter thrown out at second. There we go. But that is only the first out of the inning already. Wow, that's crazy. Defense is going to play in here. Mike Greenwell, another run in for Boston. 7-4 all of a sudden. 3-5. And that is going to be hit to Steitzer. Is the base runner going to try to score? He's got a 0 base running, so I would say no. Out at first. Jim Rice with 2-way. Defense is going to play normal. Jim Rice, 41. Oh my gosh. Range play at ballpark again. 1-4. And we got another rare play. Right fielder dives for a sinking liner. Resolve it as an S9 play. Check for injury after the play. So he fails as Tartanbull cannot make the play off of Jim Rice's bat. Tartanbull is injured and will miss 13 games. I knew I should have turned off injuries. Wow. All right. Well, that's great. Huh. Looks like they're going to have to put Pat Tabler. Is going to have to come in and play right field. Yeah, I know he's already in the lineup, dumbass. So let's see, if I drag him over here, will that change him to be third? No, it's not been taken. There's nobody there. Oh, come on. Don't do this to me. Yeah, I know the position's already taken. All right, what if we click on his name? Yeah. And I want right field. That's what I would like, please. I guess I messed that up. Shit. Shoot. Frank White, we're going to come in. Okay, now Pat Tabler. No, 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 no. God. Pat Tabler, third baseman, or right fielder. No, it's not who I clicked on. I have Pat Tabler. So stupid, this interface. I want Frank White to be the DH. Not the pitcher, the DH. Then let's go to right fielder. Yes, come on. Keep pouring it on, Red Sox, is how Red Sox fan. Yeah, well. All right, well, I guess Matt Winters is going to come in because the stupid thing won't let me do. Yeah, I know the right fielder's position is already taken. I want to go DH, Frank White. I want you to, whatever, go back to the game. Oh my God, the interface sucks. All right. So what happened? Yeah, lots of runs this inning, and next batter due up, Dwight Evans, 5-6 against Steve Crawford, 2-2. That's going to be a pop up to second, and that's going to probably get it. But 5 runs on 7 hits and no errors. Boston takes an 8-4 lead in a terrible 6th inning for Kansas City. Everything went wrong that could go wrong. All right, Mike Broderick is going to be done. So, going to be bringing in Rob Murphy here to face off against the switchy, the lefty, the righty, and the lefty. And no wild pitch, we can disregard. 6-3, and that's going to be a strikeout to Kurt Stillwell. Jim Eisenreich, lefty versus lefty. 4-5. 4-1. Well, that's a single to center. Let's see if things can start rolling for Kansas City now. Fabulous inning for Boston, says Al Red Sox fan, of course. And they're going to try the steal here, and he stole it, no problem there. Kevin Steitzer, 1 out, 2-5, and that's going to be a walk. And runners at first and second pretty quickly here for George Brett, who could make things interesting. Come on, George. And that is going to be a single. Everyone's going to advance on that single as that goes all the way to the roll wall. And just like that, Rob Murphy's day might be done as he's given up 3 straight hits. And they're going to be bringing in Bob Stanley. So runners at the corner, still only 1 out for Frank White. 5-4 error possibility on a throw. 6-2. That's going to be to Greenwell and left. And a 5 is rolled. Damn. Could have used that run. Actually, wait a minute. If If roll is less than or equal to, then runner advances. Yeah, yeah. So no advance. So still runners in quarters for Matt Winters, who shouldn't be playing, but because of the interface, he's going to walk the bases loaded for guess who? Guess who comes up? Bases loaded. Top of 7. 1 for 3 with the home run. Bob Stanley. The windup and the pitch. And he's going to walk Jackson, and that's going to score a run. So 2 runs in for Kansas City. Still bases loaded. Mike McFarland, 2 for 2. With a double, a home run, a walk, a scored a run, and an RBI. Do you leave Stanley in to face off against McFarland? Or, wow, I mean, who do you put in? Jeez. I guess you just got to go with your man and see if he can get an out. All he needs is 1 out. Mike McFarland, 4-3. It's a blank. Mikey McFarland says double. And that's going to be a bases clearing double. 3 runs in, and just like that, Kansas City storms back to take a 9-8 lead. Top of 7, 2 outs. And I guess that's it for Bob Stanley. And the pitchers we're just going through pitchers like butter right now. Brad Wellman steps in. Runner at second, 2-way. 6-3, and striking him out. Lee Smith comes in and ends that inning. Yes, I know. I want you to be DH. Can I not? Oh my God, seriously. All right, well, I guess, you know what? Screw it. We got winners in right field, so it doesn't matter. How do we... Is it going to freak out if I try to load him up there? It's already in the lineup. No, he's not in the goddamn lineup. All right, well... I guess let's put Bob Boone in then. Will it fucking... Bob Boone. 2 there. I know not complete. Yeah, of course it's not. Oh my gosh, why does it want to be such a pain in the ass? Wilson. All right, let's bring Willie Wilson in if we can. Why can't we? I don't want a pinch hit. I want a DH. DH says select from down here. I'm trying to select from down here. All right, well, let's see what happens. So, anyways, bottom of 7th. There are some serious shenanigans going on with this computer game, and there's stupid interface. Such a good game, and then they ruin it with such a crappy interface. Oh my God. Bottom of 7th, Steve Crawford, Lee Smith, Nick Asaski. Let's see what happens. It's not over yet. 9-8. 3-1. Bottom of 7. And ground ball hit to Steitzer. No error on the play. Rich Gedman. 1 for 3. lefty. 6-5. That's going to be a ground ball hit to Stillwell. And Jody Reed, 3 for 3 on the day. This time he's going to strike out, and the 7th inning goes by quickly. 9-8 Kansas City. There are some serious shenanigans going on here with this computer program, and every time you play with Boston, something, I swear to God, go back and watch every one of my Boston videos. Something goes on. It's not even funny. Something goes on. Every single one of them. Go watch my, what you call it? Action PC Baseball, Boston versus the Yankees. All kinds of shenanigans going on in that series. Pitchers hitting the batters, brawls on the field. Oh my God. Always something going on with Boston. 3-6. And a 42. That's going to be a fly ball to center field. Jim Eisenreich, 2 for 4 on the day. 3-6. And a 54. That's going to be a single past Reed. So 1 on, 1 out. Kevin Steitzer's up. 1 for 3, a walk, a strikeout. I don't think you want to bunt. Let's just keep rolling and see what we get. Well, we get a strikeout, so. Now they're going to try the steal now, and they get the steal. So runner in scoring position for George Brett, 1 for 3. 3-5, and no strikeout this time. 5-3, grounder back to Smith, and that's going to. Okay, DH. Yes. How about Willie Wilson? Come up there. No. Still won't let me do it. If I bring up Frank White's already in the lineup, but yeah, no. I want him to be DH. I click on the DH, nothing happens. I mean, I would replace him with another player, but I can't even do that. Lineup's not complete, but I don't know why. DH, it won't let me switch off of the DH. But whatever. Crappy interface, that's all I got to say. I mean, we could always call it a rain game. You know, the rains came and they had to call the game, and we'll just give Kansas City the win. I think that's fair, right? Who was the original DH? The original, well, I clicked back on it. The original DH was Tablar. But I wanted to move Tablar into right field when the right fielder got hurt. But it wouldn't let me do that because of the crappy interface. Wade Boggs, 1 for 4 on the day, bottom of 8. 9-8 Kansas City. And Wade Boggs, no home run there. And a 51, a ground ball to Crawford, 1 away. Marty Barrett, 1 for 3. Range play at the ballpark, 65. That's into Winters area. And that's going to be a double. So 1 out double by Barrett. Crawford's day is done. We're going to be bringing in Montgomery. Oh my God. Yes. Ellis Burks versus Jeff Montgomery. And that is going to be a pass ball. That's going to get the runner to the third. Defense is going to play in. 1-2, error possibility on a throw. Fly ball to Winners. Is he coming home? Is he coming home? It's a 4. No, he does not score. Held up on the play two-way. Mike Greenwell. 217 over 3 on the day. 2-4. Uh-oh. That's a Fenway Park check. Oh, no. No. And that's going to be a 2-run home run for Mike Greenwell. Oh, my God. And Boston takes the lead back 10-9 here in the bottom of the ninth inning. As I told you guys yesterday, I was not a big fan of Mike Greenwell and his stupid I'm going to hit a home run every other time I come up to the plate against Kansas City. Well, Gator goes yard, boom, chugga chugga boom. And that's going to end the inning as Jim Rice strikes out. Well, who's the closer? Do they even have a... Yeah, Lee Smith is the closer. It's 25 saves, so they're going to, I guess, rely on him even though he's tired. Frank White. Well, we're going to pinch hit for Frank White if we can even do that. We're going to put in Bob Boone. There we go. Bob Boone's going to come in and pinch hit. Here we go. Lee Smith, Bob Boone. Mano a mano, top of 9, 4-5. And Bob Boone gets the better of him. He's got a 12 stolen base. The catcher, what's the catcher stats here? Rich Gedman, what's your stats? Can I look at your card? Oh my God, don't freak out on me, you stupid program. Rich Gedman, how do I look at your card? No, there's a way to do it. Trying to decide if I want to steal, but I want to know what their ratings are. Matt Winters in right field. Yeah, see, that should never have happened like that. That's just terrible interface. Higher Ground Gaming, you missed a hell of a game here. Holy cow. Yeah, that was crazy what just happened there. The 6th, 7th, 8th inning have been just nutso. +1 for Gedman. How do you know? Oh, right there's his thing. Yeah, okay. So it's that +1 to the rating. Okay, so he goes from 1 to 12 to 1 to 13. What about Lee Smith now? Let's see what's, no, go back to, how do I find out what his, injury, right-hander, P-20. So he's probably a 0. That's probably what that number is there. Right, because that's his range. No, that's his error rating. 20 is his error rating. Look on the field. Yeah? Isn't that his error rating? Oh, and then I see because there's no. Oh, gotcha. I gotcha. Yeah, you're a smart guy. Just took me a while to sink in through my thick head. So because he doesn't have anything, it's a 0. Duh. Right. He's a +1. So it would go from 1 to 12 to 1 to 13 for a stolen base for Bob Boone. Yes, if there's no number there, it's a zero, right? Ah, do we risk it with nobody out? Do the sacrifice, or do we just let Winters, Bo Jackson, McFarland try to swing away? I think we're gonna. We could also sacrifice. What's Winters is a one bunner? Oh well, shit. Hmm. Sorry, I'm taking so long. I just have to think about this because this is do or die time here now. I don't want to get him thrown out because you know what? We're just gonna let it go. We're just gonna let it go. Just let it go. Just go. Just go. 2-6. Air and a throw possibility. Let's see what happens. 4-5. It's ground ball hit to first. Asaski, no error. And they get the ground ball double play, and that wipes it out. Ah! Damn it! I should have stolen base. Well, guess who's up? Bo Jackson, 1 for 3 on the day with a 3-run home run and a walk. Do you face Bo Jackson? You almost have to because McFarland is having the day of his life. Look at that. He's 3 for 3 with 2 doubles and a home run. So, I mean, you have to pitch to Bo Jackson. You can't just pitch around him, right? So let's do it. Here we go. Lee Smith, Bo Jackson, Mr. Clutch. Let's see if he can do it once again. Error and a ground ball possibility. Let's see what happens. 3-5. That is going to be to Reed. And there is an error on the play. It's a one-base error, and Bo Jackson gets on base. Now we're stealing. And even the dice rolled it. Stolen base. Oh, shit. I have to undo that. Damn it. I guess I have to actually roll, don't I? Yeah, okay. Oh, oh shit. I undid the whole play. God damn it. All right. It was a error and a ground ball possibility, right? And then it was hit to Reed. Nope, I gotta roll again. I gotta get one that's between 1 and 8. There we go. And that was G6. Where's G6? This one? All right, there we go. One base error. Okay, now we got to actually roll for the stolen base, don't we? Yes. Wait. Yes. Wait. No, wait. What happened? Stolen base. Steal. Oh, yeah. I got to click down here. Duh. What the hell? I'm so confused. Steal. Going, gone. Bo Jackson's in there safe. That brings up Mike McFarland. Runner in scoring position, 3 for 3 on the day, 2 doubles, a home run, a walk, and runs scored, and 4 RBIs. Yep, I got that. It just took me a little while to remember that. Now, do you intentionally walk McFarland to face off against Brad Wellman, who's 0 for 3? With the open base, I think you do. I think we're going to intentionally walk him. So, see, there's probably a way to do it intentionally, but I don't know. We'll just roll till we get a nice low number, and we'll. Oh, I guess I need a high number. I need a high number. 15, there we go. And put the walk on. Oh, shit. How about that one? There you go. Walk him. There we go. All right, so McFarland walked. So there you go. Lee Smith, who's tired. Brad Wellman. But Boston's already used up their bench. They used up Rob Murphy, Lee Smith, Bob Stanley. They could go to Dennis. Excuse me. They could go to Dennis Lamp if they wanted to burn through a lot of pitchers. Yep, we're going to put Dennis Lamp in. That way you take out all the parentheses and, I'd hate for something to happen. Yeah, it's the winning run, but I mean, God, look at it. He was 3 for 3 with 2 doubles and a home run. Do you want to pitch to him? Really? I wouldn't. I mean, you got an open base there anyways. You might as well. All you need is 1 out, game over. All right, here we go. Dennis Lamp, Brad Wellman, 0 for 3 with a walk. Let's see what Wellman did in the regular season. He only had 2 home runs, 12 RBIs, 5 stolen bases, and 230 average. I guess you could pinch hit for him, but I don't know if we have anybody left on our bench either. This has been a slugfest here in. Yeah, we'll just leave Wellman in there. All right, here we go. 6-1, and see, I almost struck him out, but Wellman gets a hold of one. Let's see where it goes. 3-3. It's going to be a ground ball hit to Stillwell. Stillwell flips it over to Wellman, and that's going to do it. And Boston defeats Kansas City 10-9. Boston wins. Boston wins. There was a whole lot of shenanigans. Kansas City has already filed their paperwork to go to the MLB office to complain about what had happened during the game against Boston. This is not the first time this has happened. No, ladies and gentlemen, this is every time you play against Boston. You have to file paperwork with the MLB, Major League Baseball, complaining about the shenanigans that were going on in this game. If you have not watched it, you should go back and watch it because there was a lot of shenanigans going on here. Well, there you go. What a good game, though. In the second inning, Boston took a 2-1 lead. Kansas City came back. I'm sorry. In the second inning, Boston took a 1-0 lead. In the third inning, Kansas City came back and took a 2-1 lead. Then Boston came back in the bottom of the third inning to take a 3-2 lead. Then Kansas City came back in the fourth inning to take a 4-3 lead. Nothing happened in the fifth inning. Nothing happened in the sixth inning until Boston plated 5 runs to take an 8-4 lead. Then in the top of the seventh inning, Kansas City came back and scored 5 runs themselves to take a 9-8 lead. And then Boston, with a 2-run home run by Mike Greenwell, more shenanigans. They took the advantage 10-9 and then shut out Kansas City in the ninth inning to win a slugfest here in Fenway Park. If you remove the DH to play the field, you lose the DH and the pitcher has to hit, but it should let you put in Tabler in right field. Go Boston. Yeah. It was a good game. 9 runs, 10 hits, no errors for Kansas City. Boston. Let's take a look at these game statisticals. It's probably like 6 pages long because of all the stuff going on. Lots of pinch hitting going on. The interface of this game has got to be redone from scratch. It's terrible. I tried to make one simple little maneuver. And I couldn't do it. It wouldn't let me move the DH was Pat Tabler. Our right fielder, Danny Dartenball, got hit, so I wanted to move Pat Tabler to right field. And no matter what I clicked on, it wouldn't move Pat Tabler. It kept telling me he was in the game, he was in the game, he was in the game. I know he's in the game. I wanted him to go to right field. So, anyways, you can check out the stats there. The win goes to Lee Smith. The loss goes to Jeff Montgomery. The save goes to Dennis Lamp. Yes, Dennis Lamp comes in, gets that all-important last out. What a game. Well, that's game 2 from our 3-game series here between Boston and Kansas City. More shenanigans going on than you could possibly imagine. We got one more game of the series, game number 18 of the season. Kansas City drops to 9-8. Boston improves to 2-3 against Kansas City. Thanks everyone for stopping out and spending a few of your precious moments with me tonight. Al Red Sox fan and Higher Ground Gaming came out to support the Red Sox, and they did it. Without them here, I'm sure they would have lost. So anyways, thanks everyone for joining me. We'll see you guys soon. Take care, have fun, and I'll see you guys on your channel soon. Take care. Thanks for watching, guys.